guys, it's Maya. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys my HP Spectre X360 2-in-1 laptop after a year later. So I've actually had this laptop already for about a year now, and it doesn't even feel like a year. It feels like 3 years. And I do have a lot of unanswered questions that were in my comments. Yes, I did even go ahead and answer you guys then and there, but I wanted to go ahead and let you know in this video, and I'm very excited to make this video because I've been having even more comments on how the laptop has been doing, how the reviews have overall been doing on this laptop. So I'm very excited to make this video today. Now, before we get this video started, I just want to let you guys know that this video kind of might be short and not so very detailed because I did explain a lot when I first did the review of this laptop and also the 6 months later review. So this is just a year later, same components, same structures, just gonna be telling you guys how it all has been updated, how it's all been doing so far. And before we get this video started, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Maya. Of course, I go by Kitana. As you can see, my channel is called Kitanology. I like to do tech videos, makeup videos, overall lifestyle videos. And if you're not new, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. So let's just go ahead and get started in today's video. Okay, so the first thing I really do want to start off with first is the comments that I did write down on my tablet, and they were mostly the most asked questions. Like, oh my god guys, you have no idea. Of course, I love answering to all of your guys' comments. So first question is, did you purchase the pen separately? No, I did not. For the HP Spectre X360 laptop, the pen does come with the laptop. Is palm rejection good, and does it work? Yes, of course it does work. As you guys seen in my math note taking, in my, I believe it was art class taking video, I went and go ahead and showed you guys how good palm rejection is. Palm rejection is really good, and you guys will see more examples later on in this video. Are you experiencing a lot of lags? Not at all. Me personally, I have not experienced any lags whatsoever. Of course, it would just have to be sometimes that the laptop is either loading, but like glitches, lags up to the point where I'm like, this is happening too much. No, I have not experienced nothing like that. So far, I've been really good without lags. Have you tried using any other brand stylist? No, I have not. And let me tell you why, because this is my personal opinion. I don't know if anybody thinks differently, which probably you do. I just like to use the stylists that come with the device because I feel like no other stylist, or it's going to be hard to find a stylist that is compatible with your laptop, with your tablet, with your phone. Of course, phone and tablets, I feel like they're easier to find, but on laptops, I feel like they have a certain type of stylist for it to work successfully. I feel like if you use a different brand, that's where you start experiencing glitches, not so good palm rejection. HP stylus with HP laptop, Microsoft Pro to a Microsoft Pro stylist, an iPad to an Apple Pencil, Samsung Tab to a S Pen. So you get what I mean, but that's just my opinion. Can you multitask, watch lectures while writing notes? Yes, you can, because I remember that before I did have my desktop, before I had my tablet, I was only with my phone and my HP Spectre. First, I was worried because I was like, oh no, I have a lecture that I have to watch, but I want to stick to my digital notes. So I did do the half and half screen where my half side was the lecture and my half side was my notes. No buggy at all. I really liked it. I feel like some people would be like, how can you watch a lecture like this? I was very comfortable, to be honest. Can you upgrade your HP pen? Now, this is where I feel like, yes, personally you can, because there's two types of HP pens for this specific laptop, and that is the one that is battery operated, which is the one I have, and the USB charging pen. You can either upgrade to the battery operated or upgrade to the USB charging. Me personally, I like my battery operated one. I just wouldn't change it at all. How much was your laptop? My laptop was $1,297.92. Do you think the laptop can last a long time? Absolutely. I feel like it can. It just really depends on how good you take care of it. Like I've mentioned before, I always take care of my devices like 100%. So I personally feel like this laptop is gonna last me a really long time. If you want to tell me years, 5 years, if you're pushing it, maybe 6 or 7. Do you recommend a screen protector? This is where it's a yes and no question, because It's really up to you. I personally don't have a screen protector on this laptop, and there is no scratches. There is nothing like that when I'm doing my digital note taking. The screen protector will not get in the way of your digital note taking, and it still helps with the palm rejection. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get started with the HP, and I'm gonna be explaining it thoroughly on how it's been good so far. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with the front of the laptop, and I do have the white HP Spectre X360 2-in-1 laptop, and as you can tell, beautiful with that HP logo. That HP logo has not smeared on me or has not faded on me whatsoever due to the material that it's made out of, but of course it can get dirty sometimes, so just make sure that you do clean it once in a while. Now I do have the gem cut design laptop. As I run my fingers through the sides of the laptop, there's no dents, there's no cracks, of course, because I do take care of my laptop. So as long as you're taking care of your laptop, there should be no problems with edgings. Now you do have the bottom of the laptop where you do have the protective gummies, which none of them have peeled off whatsoever. You do have your speakers on the sides, which are very, very loud up to this day. And you do have your cooling fan, which I will be explaining a little bit more in this video because there are some pros and cons. Now on the left side of the laptop, I do have the headphone jack, which I rarely use, so that component is still successfully working. You can even use some cheap headphones and it will still work. And you do have your USB type A protective port, which I really love the flap that the USB port came with because that's what makes the USB port very protective. As you can see in the next clip, as I am putting the USB does not fall. And trust me when I say I've put so many USBs into this port that I'm surprised that this USB port has not gone loose. Even the flap itself, it's very firm when you take off the USB port, which is really, really awesome. Now on the right side of the laptop, you do have your micro SD card slot. I probably only used this about 3 times ever since I've had the laptop, but this component, this port does work really, really well. Now, right next to it, you do have your camera kill switch. You guys don't know how many times I have turned this on and off due to meetings. Whenever I don't have any meetings, I just like to keep it off, but the button still works successfully. Now, when it comes to these USB Type-C ports, they still work successfully when it comes to charging devices. And of course, with just overall charging the laptop, the USB ports have not had any dirt in them because of course I would clean them very often. Charging works successfully. The power button even works successfully every time you turn it on. Now again, with opening the laptop, I do have the 13-inch screen display, and this screen has had no dents, no scratches, no black spots, and overall I'm just very impressed for the way it's been holding up, honestly. Again, it all just depends on how you're taking care of your screens. As you can see, touchscreen has been working very well. There has been no lags, and I'm just very, very happy on how good this laptop has been holding up, especially due to how many times I've been writing on the screen, how many times I've been using it, for how long I've been using it. So overall, in conclusion, the screen still works amazing. Let's not forget about that 0.9 megapixel front camera, which records at 720p at 30 frames per second, as you will see an example in the next clip. Okay guys, so this is the camera to the HP Spectre laptop. Me personally, I feel like the camera is good. This is a 0.9 megapixel, which I feel like it's a little bit more high def for it to be a 0.9 megapixel. I might be wrong in that sense, but that's what I did find out and research. I did try some previous recording to see how the audio was. The audio is good. Again, it's not that great, but it's not like we're up to the point where it's like, no, you can't talk at all. But I feel like the audio, it's good, especially if somebody wants to listen to you on a video chat, on meetings for work or for school, you know, like lectures. And I feel like you have to talk during class. I feel like it's good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have any more questions about the camera, please let me know. Now moving on to the keyboard of this laptop. If you guys have seen all of my previous videos, you guys know how amazing I feel this keyboard is on this laptop. Very satisfying, very comfortable. No keys have been misplaced, no keys have given me any trouble, no keys have faded away whatsoever, especially me typing for so much on this laptop. So trust me, everything still works great. And of course, backlit is brighter than ever. This bright light backlight has not faded on me whatsoever, especially with the 3 settings. As I mentioned before, you have the brightest, mid-bright, and completely off. So no settings have been dimmed whatsoever. It is still very bright in the nighttime. Now with the mouse pad, I was very impressed because I don't know if you guys have seen my previous videos on how I showed you all the gestures that you can do with the mouse pad. Gestures have still been working successfully, which I really like. As you can tell, when I zoom in and zoom out, it's still very nice and smooth. I have not had any lags with the mouse whatsoever, and I'm just very impressed on how good it still is. And on the bottom of the mouse pad, you do have your left and right click, which I have had no problems with, no stickiness, no roughness. Overall, it's still good. Now, right next to your mouse pad, you do have your fingerprint scanner. I'm going to be honest, the fingerprint scanner does make me have a hard time when logging in with the fingerprint scanner. It mostly asks me for my PIN, but for some reason, while I was filming, it was working successfully. But I just wanted to let you guys know on that because it does have a little bit of a trouble sometimes. Now, you do have these protector gummies, which helps you whenever you are writing on your screen. I've been having so many comments where it asks me, aren't you worried that you're gonna smash your keyboard and mouse pad because you're putting pressure when you're writing on the screen? No, I do not, because that's what those gummies are for, and those gummies have held up pretty nicely, and that's why my keyboard and mouse pad haven't messed up, because thanks to those gummies. Now, as I mentioned before, you do have your 8 gigs of RAM on this laptop. Always fast to me. I really am impressed on how fast the laptop has been going. You do have your Intel Core i7 10th gen processor and Intel Iris Plus graphics. As you can see in the videos, really nice graphics, still holds up to this day. I just really am impressed on how HP really did put in their graphics into this laptop. Again, battery life, I did mention it in my last video. It did go up to 8 hours in battery life, but now after using it so much, I see that it's now going from maybe 6 to 7 hours due to how much I use it. So make sure that you do have that charger in handy for that huge amount of time. So just make sure that you keep that in mind. But overall, not disappointed. Now, I was very impressed about this topic, and that is the rotating hinges. The rotating hinges are still very strong. They are not loose whatsoever. I've been getting so many comments on how the hinges have been doing. Let me just tell you guys, they are still very firm, very strong. You guys do not know how many times I've done 360 tent view due to all the schoolwork, all school note taking. So I'm very impressed on how strong the hinges have been doing. Now, I've been having a lot of comments asking me how the note taking has been doing. Let me just tell you, rate 1 out of 10, I give it an 11 because the note taking has been so good for me. As you guys seen in all of my previous note taking videos, note taking has been very successful. I have not had any issues. Everything just works amazing, as you can see through my notes. I just been loving this laptop, especially when it comes to me being an engineering major. It's been amazing for me so far. And of course, without beautiful notes, you do have the beautiful stylus that helps you make those beautiful notes. The stylus has still been working very successfully. The 2 buttons for the different types of gestures, the precision point, as I've mentioned so many times, very comfortable and very easy to use. And yes, this is a battery operated one. As you guys can see, I do have batteries inside, and the amazing part is the batteries did come with the purchase, as well with the stylus. The stylus does come with the laptop. Believe it or not, those batteries are the same ones that I got a year ago, and they are still working, which is awesome. And the last topic I've been getting so many questions about is palm rejection. Yes, palm rejection still works successfully. I've had no issues whatsoever, as you guys can see as I'm writing down very inspirational words, so please appreciate it. But overall, there has not even been scratches on the screen, so I really love this for note taking. This is where I wanted to talk about the overheating. Now, before I did get my new desktop, I was video editing on my HP Spectre. Me personally, I recommend that you do not video edit on this laptop if you have your 8 gigs of RAM. and if you're using Filmora. I use Filmora for my video editing, and let me just tell you, that's what caused a lot of overheating. My laptop was going through a lot of, I guess you would say stress, or it was just going through a lot of components when it was exporting, when it was rendering. That's when the laptop started really overheating, and it was just too much for it. So that's where the vent fan started going crazy, and I feel like that's what I did to cause my overheating. You can prevent that from happening. Don't be me. If you're gonna video edit on the Spectre laptop, I recommend going up to the 16 gigabytes of RAM, just so you can avoid the overheating. Yes, there are some programs that are like easier for the 8 gigs of RAM, but again, that was just my personal opinion and my personal experience. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope I explained a lot of good things or questions that you may needed answers to. If you guys still have more questions, please feel free to comment them down below, no matter on whatever video. If it's on this video, my other previous videos about the HP laptop, please feel free. I'm here to try to answer all your questions. But thank you so much if you watched through the whole video. I really do appreciate it. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys really do like my background music, please go check out Music Studio Effects. Once again, thank you so much, Music Studio Effects, for making the background music. I really love it. And if you guys want more information about them, their website will definitely be in the description box below. Please make sure that you have an amazing day, evening, or night, whatever day you guys are watching this on. Bye guys.